Hello, hello. So up here trying to relax myself to go to sleep. I've been up since 10 p.m. yesterday. Yeah. So what's going on in the neck of y'all I was on here earlier about 9:30, 10 o'clock. I was on here for about an hour. Almost not quite an hour. 59 minutes to be exact. Yeah. I know I had been sharing with you all a lot of things. A lot of y'all did not catch my life earlier. You know, I said that I got some movies that's going to come out. That's why I just say a little bit of stuff about me. But my life is, ouch, very, very crazy. You would think being here in the United States that these type of things going to happen to a child. I'm not talking about, everybody life is on a different path, but see, they had to be careful with me because I was well off. When I was growing up, they knew there is no way in the world this child should be in a slum. There is no way this child should be homeless. There is no way this child shouldn't have food. There is no way she should not have adequate health care. They know that I should not live without anything. That's all I gotta say. It wasn't all, it was a little sex that was going, like I told you all. Before my grandma and my granddaddy, there's people on my daddy's side, and my mom and them got killed, I had never had sex or experienced anything like that. Like I told you, I was taught certain things, basics. I didn't know what the word titties was, and PUSSY word, I knew the actual what stuff was. I did not know the jargon of it. But still in all, had nobody fondled me. Had nobody had sex or anything. Yeah. Now, a couple of people was always wondering about me when I was growing up, because, as I told you all, I was born a sick child. And people started lying, and it was just one thing after another, trying to sneak and get life insurance policies on me, and got doggy when my grandma came from Jamaica. She said the same thing. Who the hell is a Betty Wright? We ain't got no Bettys in our family. And she's a real Jamaican. So you know how she talking to everybody. What your grandma say? She said, is she saying a Betty? And everybody she arguing with, though, like, oh no, we know that's not your daughter. We know this, we know that, Or, yeah, that old fighting woman. She didn't look old for her age either, like me. I put a little makeup on with a little coverall, as they say in bingo. I'm putting on because, I got leukemia. I have spots and stuff be going on, and my eyes get dark because of my allergies. But I put a little cosmetics on, that's all. I don't have to beat it up with it. Just a little bit. That's what when people be putting all that stuff on and after and all that, I call that the beat up face. I ain't gotta beat it up. Only way I ever beat it up if I was doing the show. Because when I used to perform, I sweat heavy. And with me having leukemia, oh man, I sweat ferociously. Yeah, before I get on that stage, I had to make sure I had them big old fans out there. And then I had to do my places and my stadiums and stuff over stages a little bit to put fans in the floors. Because other performers, they was getting hard well, but they knew when they came to my places to perform my stadiums and stuff, oh, sure, it's all good, you know. Then, I own Coachella. Well, whether you know it or not, I had bought all that property. And that's how Coachella was built. There's still fans up there on stage and stuff because you be outside and still be hot because you never know what direction it's coming to, you know. But like I said, my granny, when everybody, they was like, that's your grandma. I was like, yeah, that's my, they was like, that's your mama. I said, yep. I said, everybody talking about, like it said on the internet, they was talking about that was Bob Marley's sister. Because he was just trying to figure out that anybody, the same thing. Why people was targeting our family like that? We didn't know nobody like that. And I said, shit, as I got older, I said, shit, it's just how people is. It just don't make any sense. And my grandma was walking around in the hood. Nah, we ain't getting in the car. We finna walk over here. We all in the projects, everything. I say, oh, okay. She fighting people and stuff, and everybody arguing. They like, what is she talking about, though? I say, she talking about me. She talking about how y'all, y'all saying all this stuff. Y'all don't even know our family. What you talking about? She around here doing what? And they apologized to her. Talking about, we thought she was some kid and such, and them, man. That woman Betty right now came around her acting like this, and she said, how that woman look? She look like us? Everybody was like, no, don't none of them look like y'all, not even her daughters, none of them. I don't know what they doing, And, yeah, my granny. Like on the internet to say she Bob Marley sister, but that's my grandma, his auntie. Yep. Because when I first synced it on her, on my granny auntie, he said, I don't know what's going on. Then he had a little sadness in his life about his wife. I'm gonna put it in there. A little bit of that, a little bit of everything. The other lady showing on her all these different places, and that's not his wife. His wife dead. Yeah. Hurt his heart. That was his first love. And she was missing. Yeah. And the other woman was always around too, and everything was always fishy about that woman too. So after about 10 years, his wife was still missing. And he had divorced her because he wanted to see if she would come back. Because he knew she loved her. He knew that woman loved him. He knew it. He knew Ziggy and her mama loved her. A lot of some unfortunate misunderstanding. And his heart was all over the place. And he found out what happened. But he, yeah. But anyway, I'm gonna put a lot of that in the movie. It's about time. Because, like a lot of people say, money don't make you happy. That's not the issue. I'm not bragging about the situation because I still was going through stuff. I'll bring up the situation about me and singing Chris Brown, our 4 kids. Now him and his brothers, all of them be on stage saying they Chris Brown. But I'm looking for him to go away the rest of his life. He said some things to me as if I was going to go for it and like I was going to be back with him. And I'm like, oh, you sick? Oh my God, I can't even tell you. Y'all gonna see it in the movie? Got into it with his brother. Tiger, like it's they crazy to rap a Tiger. What the hell is y'all doing? I say, I'm so glad you heard that. See how the stupid shit they be saying? You know? I'm talking about everybody started noticing what I was saying. Even lie to take the test, everything. I can't even tell y'all what he said. I don't say it so much about everything. But I'm gonna have to save a little bit because when y'all see the movie, I want y'all to be like, that motherfucker said that. Are you serious? Oh man. Yeah, that's how Tiger felt. Is y'all crazy? Yeah. A lot of so many people. You know? So with that situation, and plus my other personal stuff while growing up, I have a lot of heartache. You know? When everything first was going on, I questioned a lot of stuff and I cried just a little. I always felt, through my understanding, I used to play. I think my mom and dad and granny taught me too much. And somebody said, "No, they did good with you though. It shows." I said, "Yeah." You know how sometimes, and just with anybody, you ever worked with somebody or been around some people, they always showing you everything. You doing this, you do that, and this, and next thing you know, they out your life. And you be like, dang. Was they just around to teach me about life and how life should go? You know? I can't tell exactly right now because I don't want to ruin. I don't want you all to be like, oh, we already heard about that on social media. Remember when she was saying this? But when I do that movie about my life, it's going to be graphic. Rated R. It's going to be rated R. Yep. You got to be 18 and over to see it. No holds barred, no trying to cover it up. And y'all understand my hurt and why I'm such a strong-willed person. I had already started one a long time ago, some years, and the name was Shonda. Name after me, the name of the movie. And that's how we called Lauren London and her mama and them up. They was trying to take over my stuff. My people in my theaters was like, oh, no, we got them. But, okay, we got that out the way. Then, we called some more people up again. Betty Wright and them again. Ooh, that lady should have had quit making no moves that didn't involve her. Now, you know that song by No More Rain in This Cloud? I wrote that song. The entirety of it. So that's from my mama to sing. I knew what I was doing. Where in the world my mama could sing it. Lord knows, I wish she would have been around to sing it. I really wish she was. No more rain in this cloud. Said my sunshine has come. Yeah. So when she did the song, she was like, "Oh, I got your mama in the video." I'm thinking she done found out like little pictures and little stuff like that. Like she knew the real story of some of the stuff that happened and how Tammy Terrell kept trying to act like my mama. Act like, for stuff in Motown saying that, showing that picture, that's my mama. Tammy Terrell used to be trying to look like my mama. You see? Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking she got some. I'm like, what picture did she talk? I said, oh my God. But you know who showed up? That woman, Betty. You know how many? Look at all that stuff with them different Betty Wright pictures. All them different people. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. So that broke some stuff down. I said, Lord, a song, every time I write a song or anything, some truth come out. I said, Lord, keep it coming. Keep it coming. Mm-hmm. Cause see, why they was lying and everything, like, hey, how I knew too. Of course, I know my mama deceased. I know what happened to her. I know how she died. Mm-mm. I'm like, these people done went to Jamaica. Got my mama and daddy bodies, huh? There's one. And they dead. Two. And all while they doing stuff, my mama spoke. She was Jamaican. She didn't speak English. I mean, she spoke English, but she had a dialect. The same way I did. I had a little bit when I was growing up. Used to be back and forth things to correct myself. And you know what? I do that sometimes when I be talking. I be like, hold up. I be trying to make sure I say my words correctly. For as English go. Because my grandma and them, my grandma, my grandparents, and my family here on my daddy's side, no, say it like this. Do say like this. They ain't like me talking Jamaican. So, No, they like my mom. They be like, she's enough. Come on, say it like this. Do it like you on my granddad now. Say this, say that. Yeah. My mom used to laugh. Yeah. But my mom spoke Jamaican. And as you know, most people, even when they're from other countries, no matter what country they come from, when they speak English, you can tell what they be doing. And then when they sing, you like they speak, they speak, sing English well. Then when they speak their language, their native language, what they grew up with, with their dialect. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Man, Diana Ross had some words one day when I got older. And I say, Jamaican girl, huh? I told y'all I made that other movie too. They was trying to act like my mom was a whore or something. She wasn't nothing like that. Everybody that knew them, she wasn't like that. Just a lot of men used to be saying stuff about her. They be like, oh, Jamaican girl that be having all the men. And my mom was the type, she didn't smile at another man's face and do all that. Yep. But that's enough I'm gonna say about that. But when this movie come out, I'm gonna have it in the theaters. Let's go back to the movies, people. Yeah. It's not gonna be a Netflix special or any of that other stuff and crime scene movie. We're going to the theaters to see this. What I'm bringing out. Yeah. And the other one I'm going to bring out, it's going to be fitted for children to see. And the title of it's going to be, I didn't think God loved me. I might come out with something better. But that's what I'm working on the title on. I'm trying not to put God right directly in the title, considering, our own cartoon label companies and stuff like DC, Pixar, Disney, all that stuff. But it's going to be heartfelt the way I felt as a child. I lost a lot. I lost some humans. I lost some people. I knew I had money, all that. And my only thing used to be, I gotta go get my medicine. I need to eat. Gotta have somewhere to live. You know? I finished school. You know? Taught myself how to drive a little bit. I knew how to do basic stuff a little bit. Cause like, I was short. And my dad used to tell me sit on his lap and he'll let me drive a little bit. I couldn't reach the pedal. The gas pedal and all that. Yeah. But no, baby. Then I'm gonna put in some stuff from these people. It's just so wild. It's just so wild. I wish I could tell y'all now. Yeah. But I'd rather put it in a movie because, as you know, I can't stay on one subject. I mess around, be talking about when I was little and turn out to something I'm doing today. I'll be going back and forth, back and forth. Yeah. One thing, all the money in the world can't bring you back people. That's for real. All my education, all the stuff I know. I think about the way some people done died a long time ago and what happened, and I'd be like, Lord, I could have saved this person. I could have did this. I could have did that. And some people I couldn't save. Lord knows I asked some people for some help that only tried to deceive me and made things worse than what it was. I'm having all that in the movie. All that's going to be in it. And then I'll be thinking like it was meant for my children to be born. My eyes itching. I'll be like, then my parents have to go, and my granny now. My daddy knew people. And my mama. Sure. The Lord knows I needed them. They were some good people. They taught me well. I didn't have no bad childhood. Like I told you, I never went without a meal. My daddy always knew I had to have my snacks. They took care of me. They took care of me and my illness. I always had a roof over my head. I always had my own bedroom and everything. Everything's to be all right. And I know I had the type of parents I used to be wishing they was around. This was not wish. I used to be praying to God that it was a mistake. Because I needed them with my kids. My dad. I needed my mom and dad. My granny and granddaddy. With me and my kids. And I still told my grandma too. My grandma from Jamaica. My mama. She was looking for the people who killed my mama and my daddy. And she loved my daddy too. Where they at? Yeah. Okay. Hopefully I can try to get me some sleep. My sleep been so crazy. Mm-hmm. Like I said, it's gonna be a movie come out about my life. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it's just gonna be named Shonda again or who was Shonda? Who am I? Did y'all know that little girl named Shonda? Me? You know, it's all about me. And I was already working on stuff. I was already into doing stuff with computers, and I was all okay. Now I can tell y'all this. Now I was already working into computers and stuff and creating social media in the 70s, 60s, and 70s. Yeah, I was already doing stuff that was coming into fact, play. I was always doing stuff. I already had my own land, my own place. While I reigned as queen, I already had all that. You know? But my grandma, my daddy, mama, she didn't want me to learn Arabs, to speak Arabian and all that type stuff. She had said, when we just sell that stuff. Don't go over in the other country bother with that stuff. And my granddad's like, oh, they speak this over there, they speak that, and we got, we know people that's Chinese and Japanese and this, and which is true. A lot of us children that's over countries and have our own land, such as me and Chin them and everybody else, we were children that already knew each other. We were already diplomats in place. I was already reigning queen. And everybody else, we just took our positions. We already knew each other. That's to go to their country, take my kids. They'll come to the United States, all that. I met a lot of people being at the embassy, everything. And they was trying to make my country for Arabs and all that. No, you're not going to tell me what I'm going to do with my land that I built up with my money. Oh, no, you're not. My land is not made for Arabs. It's made for anybody who want to live there in peace. What are you doing? That's what my country is. It's not Arab country. No, it's not. And I had to get a lot of them too together here in the United States. Oh, you can let us do this. I'm from your country. I don't give a damn where the hell you from. You had to fill out applications just like any motherfucking body else. Who the hell told you could do this? Where you get them passcodes from? Who gave you access to this? What the hell you mean? Or immigration. Who in immigration? Because I worked for immigration. What the hell are y'all doing? Because I'm going to get them and I'm going to get you deported to wherever the hell you came from. This is not about, a thing of, y'all understand what I'm saying. Who told y'all could run my gas stations? Who told y'all could run my hotels? You out your goddamn mind. Because see, y'all gonna make me act a fool. I done took too many losses, heartaches, and everything. You out your damn mind. You out your damn mind. For real. Out your damn mind. Think I'm gonna let all that go? My hard-earned money, I work for every goddamn thing I had. I ain't take out no loans or nothing. Because because I'm not greedy. And people be looking at, how I had all these fancy cars and all this stuff because I own the companies. I own General Motors. I created Lexus. All this stuff. The luxury things that these people like and all that, I created it. I get it for free. You understand what I'm saying? Tesla, all that stuff. It's mine. My stuff I built from the ground up. Yeah, but these people on some bull crap. Like I'm stupid. Oh no, you're not gonna run that on me. Okay.